Welcome back to another video. Today, the Dragon Duke boost wore off, so now I'm back to using the Minion Prince for a bit. I just need some more ores to upgrade my equipment, and then I'm going back to the Dragon Duke because the Dragon Duke is honestly so much stronger than the Minion Prince that I just don't want to force myself to use the Minion Prince. So this is probably one of my last videos with the Minion Prince, but I'm going to make it a good one. So yeah, today I used the Minion Prince. I had a pretty good day, so I'll be showing you that today, and that's it. Let's get on to the video. Alright, here we go. First base, what else except a double rage base? I would say this person's name, but I can't really say it. And it's not because it's like a slur or anything, I just can't read that language. But yeah, obviously what I want to do here is fireball one of the rage towers. And then I'm also looking to drag out CC. And if I flinger, where can I flinger here? Honestly, probably, I think I can get 3 major defenses as long as I pull out the CC. So let's pull out the CC. I just need to send in a Barbarian and Goblin to pull out the CC. And then just one Ice Golem should do the trick. I sent in that Barbarian and Goblin just to make sure the CC is completely pulled out, because sometimes if you send the Ice Golem in, it's not completely pulled out. And then yeah, like I was saying, on this other side, there's 3 major defenses I can get. Actually, probably even 4. It just needs to run for a while. But that flinger should get a ton of value. Now I'm just looking to fireball the rage compartment. After this Rico cannon goes down, it's just 3 invis, and that would be perfect. And then from what I saw earlier, I probably need to send in my Sui close to straight into the town hall. But now that the Rico cannon goes down, we're gonna ice block, and it's 3 invis, and that's perfect. I'm gonna spread out my quake with 1 there and then 1 to get that like CC super wizard and the long ranged gear tower. But yeah, now we can start in our Sui is gonna probably come in from this mono town hall side. Actually, no, you know what? My Warden is just going to keep walking, and you should get that value. I'm actually going to switch it up and send in the Sui from the Revenge Tower side. I do want to make sure to clean up a little bit outside to actually get the funnel in. But yeah, now the funnel looks really good. And I want my Warden to take out the Monolith here, which should happen. I'm just going to try to funnel in my Warden correctly. And we're going to save our King ability to open up all that whole entire section. And then hopefully the queen goes to get the Revenge Tower. Yeah, this is going to be perfect here. Actually, yeah, there we go. And let's just rage the queens. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to send a totem in to take it off the queen. But yeah, that should get a ton of value. And now we're chilling right now. The Warden is going to get a ton of value on this. Actually, we're going to recall Warden because I don't want it to go with the queens. Actually, it's not really a good place to place my Warden. So, honestly, the base is kind of crushed, though. We still got the Minion Prince up and the Flinger up, along with the Barbarian King. The Queen did go down, but that does not matter whatsoever. The Flinger's still working, and yeah, there's nothing else that can really stop this attack. We still have an Invis and a Totem left, too. Now we just gotta wait for the King to beat on that wall. Oh, actually, the Warden went down there. I probably could have used an Invis. I did not expect it to go down that bad, but the raged up spitters are actually insane. But yeah, the base still gets cleaned up pretty easily. Actually, it looked a little bit closer, but it doesn't really matter. We still triple. Okay, this base is interesting. They have a lot of isolated sections, which is a bit more difficult for Warden Walk, specifically because the Suis, it's very hard to get into those isolated sections, but when I'm looking at this base, is there flinger? No, not really any flinger value. So I'm probably just going to use a log launcher to open up some of those isolated sections. And then I want to fireball, preferably on the multi-inferno. Let's take out, hopefully, this super wizard tower. Nice. That's perfect. I just didn't want any of the splash going onto my healers or the sneezy. But yeah, I'm aiming for this multi-inferno tower because it gets the CC, bomb hive, rage section, and the scatter shot. It gets a ton of value. Let's send in another Tesloon. But yeah, I'm just honestly, my Warden's fine right now. It just needs to take out both those expos, and nothing else is going to be shooting at it. So it should be really fine here. Just gonna have to take a little bit of time to walk through everything. Let's just ice block right now. It should just be 3 invis. I just didn't want to waste time walking through everything. And yeah, that, okay, now, because it's raged up, is it okay? We're just going to send in some distractions towards the Multi-Inferno. And then oh, I thought the Warden would go to the Multi-Inferno, that's not good because it didn't. And I'm just going to, I don't want to really risk the Warden dying here because it's still raged up, my goodness. Honestly, I did not need that at all, but I just can't take risks like that. And now when I'm looking at this, I want that, this log launcher to go straight through the town hall and the monolith compartment, which should be very strong, honestly. And now I can't really get that spitter and multi-inferno section, so I'm probably just going to send in my Minion Prince later, and the Minion Prince after that should go straight to the Revenge Tower. So the Minion Prince is going to be putting in a lot of work, but even when I'm thinking about this, like the Minion Prince, yes, it's going to get 3 major buildings. Like the Dragon Duke would have done the same exact thing and more, you know? The Minion Prince just really can't compete with the Dragon Duke right now. I mean, at least in Fireball Rocketloon armies, the Dragon Duke is just so strong. But yeah, look at the Minion Prince. It's still getting a ton of work in. You can just pop ability here. It pops some traps, so that's actually perfect. That's why I don't want to hold my ability, because the Minion Prince would have just died almost instantly if I did not pop his ability earlier. And I recalled my heroes because we're running very low on time, honestly. And I wanted to get this Rage Tower section out. But honestly, I should have left one of the heroes, and honestly, I should have left the Queen over there, because now the Town Hall is still up, and there's only, what, 30 seconds left? So honestly, it's actually going to come down pretty close. I probably should have popped Queen ability earlier, too. Let's send in the Headhunters on the Town Hall, and, like, basically all my troops. Okay, Warden goes down there. I don't know, I guess he hit a trap. But I should get this down still. Please, Queens. My Queens are running around the whole entire base. Okay, the Queens are not going to be able to do any damage at all. We just got to hope for all the cleanup troops. It's coming down very close. Sneezy actually clutches up there. Wow, that Sneezy, I did not expect that to clutch up. I mean, you guys know, I hate this base so much. I mean, it's not really the same. And I'm looking at that sweeper, and that sweeper actually gets a ton of value. I'm thankful that it's not the rage type of version of this base, but I still hate this base. Even if I see a variation, I just don't want to see it at all. But what I usually do is try to fireball basically the CCM bomb hive, but I don't really need a fireball or bomb hive here, so I'm aiming for the sweeper this time. And I'm going to have to send another Rocketloon, and I'm going to take out that Expo. But lately, I've been trying to take out the Expo on this base without any invis spells, because it makes my fireball so much easier to have an extra invis, so I don't have to let it go to random spots. But yeah, this Slinger should get a ton of value. Let's send in a little bit of cleanup archers behind, and now we just let Warden walk for a bit. I don't see anything that I really need to funnel out. Yeah, we just need to let him walk for a bit. Actually, let's take out this mortar. Hopefully they all go to they go to the air defense. That's what I wanted. And let me think. Let's just ice bulk now. It should be 4 invis. Yeah, 4 invis. And see, if I used my if I used an invis on the the flinger setup, I wouldn't have been able to hit that fireball, you know? So on some of these harder fireball bases, like, you don't really want to use an invis for your flinger, which I've done a lot. And now I'm going to use my king ability to open up the whole entire town hall section. And I'm setting up my warden up top there to take out those 3 major defenses and the monolith. So we want my king to get, when he hits the spitter, now we open up everything. Queen goes straight into the town hall section. The queen is going to get so much value raged up. And we sent in that last headhunter on the king. And now my warden should take care of that whole entire section. And we have 1 more poison for the Minion Prince. So we're looking very good right now. We still have an ice golem too. It doesn't matter where it goes. We already crushed this base. I mean, I don't know why he had the poison version instead of the rage version. The rage version is honestly, well, I guess it depends on the meta. I mean, not even the meta, the attacks people are using. Maybe the poison is stronger against the throwers, I guess, but I'm glad I got this base instead of the rage version because I crushed it. The queen did so much value in that core with Town Hall and Revenge Tower, so that was very strong. Flinger is shooting at and cleaning up buildings. Have you ever seen that before? But yeah, that was a great attack there. Bang. Well, this base is still getting used, I guess. I mean, I've hit this base so many times. Just got to fireball the builder hut, and the builder hut gets a ton of value. There's no real flinger value on this base. I've checked a lot. I've tried to set up different flingers on this base, but there's really no point. You should just stick to the troop launcher. Or you could also use the log launcher, but I feel like the troop launcher is just easier to use. So we're going to let the warden walk for a bit. I'm going to take out this bomb tower here. Just needed one more rocket loon. I thought it went down earlier, but it did not. And I'm using all 3 furnaces on entry because there's just so many buildings to get through. And okay, now the queen is targeting. I need a totem here. I did not expect to already be in rage of the queen. I wish the furnace mites distracted the queen, but I have to use a spell there now. And I tried to take out that mortar, but there's a Tesla popped. Should get down now though. And then once this expo goes down, I'm gonna ice block here, and it should just be 3 invis. 1, 2, 3. And that's a perfect fireball. That's the exact fireball we wanted. And honestly, I could have spread out my quakes better to get on the other super wizard tower. I didn't really think about that, but I should be fine still. Warden can tank the raged scatter shot. That doesn't really do any damage to him. So I'm gonna let him keep walking there, and let's start my king and queen. We're gonna rage early and queen ability early to just get through this whole entire section because there's a lot here. Usually they have the revenge tower where the monolith is currently, so it kind of actually messes up my Sui a little bit because now I have to invest more spells because I don't want the monolith taking out the HP of my big troops. Okay, now I have to totem the revenge tower. Usually there's a monolith here, so I can use less spells, but the revenge tower completely raged up does a lot of damage. Okay, now my warden is getting distracted by random troops. I'm just going to invis one more time, and I sent in that Minion Prince. That Minion Prince is going to put in a lot of work. I held on to my king ability for a long time, so king ability pops and gets a ton of value. And now nothing else can really kill my warden and the rest of my heroes, basically. I'm just going to recall, because I don't want them to get dragged right now, or my warden to get dragged. I want him to just shoot out the long shot in the revenge or the town hall. And yeah, we have all heroes alive. Minion Prince ability is not going to be needed. And yeah, that attack was very strong. If you struggle with that base, that's one of the easiest cracks I can give you. So, on to the next one. You know, we're getting some more fun bases today. We have another kind of isolated area. There's not a lot of fireball value, but the thing with not a lot of fireball bases, that means the base is spread out. So your warden literally can walk forever, and he gets so much value every time. So when you see a lot of spread out bases, you shouldn't get too worried because your warden is going to have infinite value. Right now, I do want to set up a flinger, and I'm thinking if I take out the mortar and... Okay, well, the mortar and the air defense, and... If I take out that wizard tower too, I use 1 invis and it gets basically everything. Actually, I think I can invis the expo too, or the air defense too. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, let's rage all that. 2 witches also are coming. They should get into the poison and the poison should kill them, but okay. I'm gonna invis all 3 of those. Yeah, this should be really good. Bang, that's perfect. I sent in 4 Rocketloons there. And now we're going to have a very strong flinger. The flinger is going to get a ton of work. Okay, is my warden okay? That should be okay. Let's just send in my flinger, a little bit of cleanup, 2, 3 archers. And now... Okay, I actually didn't even say what I was fireballing. I was just going to fireball the builder hut. Because the builder hut gets me spell tower, multi-inferno, and CC. But CC was already taken out, so it doesn't get as much value as I'd like. But I'm basically taking out a section, and it's going to be so much easier for all of my troops to get funneled in. So I'm okay with not getting a ton of value here because of the fact that my warden is going to walk forever and get an insane amount of value. Now I need to look for my Sui placement. I'm thinking about sending him in straight on this super wizard tower. Just 1 ice golem and my heroes. And okay, wait, hold on. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. Now I don't want my warden to go to the left. Please don't go to the left. Okay, my Warden is not going to get pulled, so we're doing pretty well now. I'm looking at the King ability, like, for the future, and the King ability is going to be able to open up a lot of walls. We just need to let him get deeper into the base. We don't want him to pop his ability on the outside, and I'm going to have to recall because I don't want the bomb hive shooting out my healers. Okay, here we go. King ability is going to get an insane amount of value. Nice. He opens up basically all the walls. Now the Revenge Tower is actually going to be an issue here, which is why I sent the Minion Prince in early, because I don't want the Revenge Tower killing my queens. Perfect. My queens are going to get... Oh. Okay, I don't want them hitting my queens, the Bomb Hive. The Bomb Hive is actually getting a little bit annoying on this base. And... Okay. Let's rage my queens. I did not expect the long shot to be shooting out my queens like that. Oh, and I should have popped my Minion Prince ability way earlier. Okay, we need to manually pop our flinger here. We need our queens to get a ton of value in. Okay, we need to distract this multi-gear. Please, queens, what are you doing? Okay, go for the town hall, that's fine. The Minion Prince is getting an insane amount of value. I'm gonna have to... Okay, perfect. My Minion Prince is still alive. Invis the queens, because we need the queens to take out the rest of the space here. Wow, that invis on the queen really saved the attack. I barely tripled there. I needed to keep my queens alive longer with the druid, but it still works out. Okay, this base is pretty fun to attack. The fireball is honestly pretty hard to get to, but it's honestly beautiful. If I hit the multi-inferno tower, it takes out basically the whole entire middle section, and it sets a nice funnel for everything else. I didn't even see this guy's name. The only Ead, and according to his clan name, he's I guess gay? No, I'm just messing around. Let's start my warden from the bottom here. We're gonna send in 2 furnaces here. And I'm looking around for flinger value. There's not great flinger value, so I probably will just use the troop launcher on my hero Sui. Yeah, not really anything else. Now we just need to watch our warden. I'm still kind of trying to find flinger value, but it doesn't really matter. Let's send in 1 Rocketloon on the Rico cannon because that should take it out completely. And I'm trying to look at... Okay, once this expo goes down... No, I also need that mortar to go down. Once the expo and mortar go down, we should be completely fine here. And it should be, what? I guess, 4 invis? Yeah, 4 invis here. Okay, let's ice block now. And here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, go. Okay, the invis honestly almost wore off. I need to be quicker next time. But yeah, that fireball is honestly great. And I'm going to send in my Sui towards this bottom section here. Let's funnel a little bit. And the ice golem should get a ton of value. So we're going to place my warden towards the town hall section. Because like I've said, you either want to send in your Sui or your warden at the town hall section. You really should never 1-star with this army. If you 1-star, it's because you didn't send your hero Sui or warden at the town hall section. But yeah, I'm going to send in the troop launcher now. Ooh, a queen is getting beat down. We need the druids to save her. Let's send in my Minion Prince now. We wanted the Minion Prince to take out the mono. And let's rage everything. Okay, well, the Super Valk was also raged, actually. But you know what? The druid is actually raged right now, which it wouldn't have been in the Super Valk rage. So yeah, now the queens are healed up to max HP. And that is why I have the druid in the army. The queens were very low, and now they're full HP. But yeah, I don't think anything else can really stop this attack now. I'm going to poison the Dragon Duke, and yeah. Now it's just a matter of time, and we have a minute left. So yeah, nothing's else stopping this attack. Why am I talking like this now? I don't know. Yeah, let's just speed up the rest of this attack. Okay, another pretty popular base. With this base, what I usually do is fireball the Rage Tower. And the Rage Tower gets a ton of value. It gets a Bomb Hive, CC, both Spitters, and a multi-Inferno Tower. I don't usually flinger this base, but when I'm looking at the outside right now, I can take out this mortar up top here and get the Rico Cannon and Super Wizard Tower, because the Super Wizard Towers aren't usually up there, I don't think. But yeah, let's start the Warden from the left side. Oop, looks like there's some yeah, this isn't usually trapped like this. So there's a Tesla farm up here, I guess. Let's send in my furnace now, and let's take out this mortar. Once the mortar goes down, perfect, we get a flame flinger in. It's not really high value, but if it gets 2 major defenses and you don't have to use any Rocketloons, 2 Rocketloons is basically nothing. You might as well take 2 main defenses for 2 Rocketloons. So now we're going to put all our furnaces down because this is a decent amount of buildings to get through for the section. And I don't want to have my warden dying here. We need him to have a decent amount of distractions. Oh, I'm going to have to freeze this. I don't think I can fit in a Rocketloon there because there's too many defenses around. I don't think it'd go to the Rocketloon or the Rico Cannon exactly. And let's take out the Super Wizard Tower and Mortar or Wizard Tower too. Oh my gosh. You see, I take my eyes off the warden for a second. I did not expect the Archer Queen to instantly go to my warden. I thought it'd be distracted by the furnaces, and now we're at 20% battery. So I'm gonna put this attack down on the fact that I have 20% battery and my phone was running a little slow. But yeah, no, this was not great. Now we're just aiming for the 2-star. But the problem with this is, like, if I was using my other army, the Dragon Duke army I came up with, I could have just revived the warden there. You know, that's why my insurance policy. I know some people don't like the revive because you can't use it all the time or it doesn't get high value all the time. But, you know. Okay, I should have put my healers in too. Now my queen is definitely dead. Nope, so many headhunters just came out. You know, this attack wasn't great altogether. If I kept my warden alive, obviously it would have been better, but you know, it happens sometimes. And then my healers are going straight to the giant instead of the queen. Let's just put in the Minion Prince on the monolith. But I mean, yeah, there's nothing I can really say about this attack. What I should have done better, obviously, is kept my warden alive. I shouldn't have gotten too distracted of setting up my warden fireball with all those Rocketloons at the top. And what I really should have done is predicted my warden's path and saw, oh wait, the warden is about to run into the queen, so I probably should lock in and focus on the queen real quick. But I didn't do that. So yeah, it's going to be a fail, obviously. I don't really know how I could have saved this attack, especially with so many buildings in the core. That raged up section with all the spitters and inferno towers just beat up on my Sui. So yeah. That's why I have the revive in the other army. I could have revived warden there, and I probably would have tripled with that, but not the great attack. Gonna put it behind me and move on to the next one. Okay, another pretty isolated base here. Okay, there's 2 rage towers, and I don't really know which one I want to fireball. I guess the town hall section, because there's heroes in there, and well, I guess they're both air heroes. I don't really know, but for flingering, I'm going to take out one, yeah, let's take out the mortar up top, and then we'll be able to get the Rico Cannon and Super Wizard Tower. So I'm going to end up fireballing this Rage Tower at the Town Hall, and let's drag out the Clan Castle, and when Headhunters and a Furnace comes out, I always poison the Furnace, because a freeze and my warden will take care of the rest. The furnaces also put in some good work there. Setting up Flinger is just going to be 2 Rocketloons. And yeah, we should be good. Yep, Wizard is going to put in some cleanup now. And what else do I do? I'm just going to send in 2 Rocketloons, which should clean up the Rico Cannon. Nice. And, okay, hold on. Now I need to figure out when I want to fireball. Should be 3 invis. Hopefully I hit all 3 of those buildings near the Rage Tower. It's gonna invis Super Wizard Tower, those 3 buildings. Perfect actually. Okay, Earthquake, and then let's recall here. Actually, let's let him take out the Super Wizard Tower too. And he can go to the long shot and take out the Town Hall actually. So we're gonna let him walk there, actually. Now there is kind of a brutal section here where I don't really know how to funnel in my heroes. I kind of left it pretty bad. I guess I'm going to send in my heroes up top here because it's going to keep my Flinger alive, and it's going to go straight to the Rage Tower afterwards. But now I'm going to recall my Warden here soon. Let him take out this Rico Cannon, and yeah, let's recall now, and we're going to place him at the bottom here. So King is going to go in. We're going to pop King ability. He gets a ton of value in there. Send in my Druid. Okay, how did the queen take so much damage? No, she's going to die. Yeah, she's for sure going to die. I did not expect my queen to take that much damage. I would have popped queen ability way sooner. And now my king is going to go down there. I didn't send in my Minion Prince into the greatest spot because he's going to take out two heroes that I could have avoided in the first place. Flinger goes down, and now my Warden's going down, which is why I have the revive. Another attack that wasn't great. Honestly, I think what went wrong here for sure is that my queen went down way too early. I'm going to rage the giant and everything else. Queen went down way too early. I should have kept her alive. I don't know how she took that much damage so quickly. And honestly, yeah, I should have kept Warden alive, obviously. It would have been better if I had the Dragon Duke army where I could have just revived Warden, and the Dragon Duke would have gotten so much more value than the Minion Prince. But yeah, it's going to fall short here. Probably a 93%. Yeah. Pretty easy mistakes to fix. I think I said what went wrong. So yeah, just avoid doing that. A pretty clean day here. I mean, it wasn't great. We had 2 fails, but both fails were pretty preventable. You know, literally the only 2 fails are when my Warden died. So just keep your Warden alive. And that's why my other army with the revive spell, I could have just revived my Warden and it would have done much better. But yeah, 295 with Minion Prince. Honestly, I'm probably going to go back to Duke tomorrow because the Duke is just much stronger and I'm going to use hero pots. I did raise the equipment level of the Duke to 12 each, I think. I attacked on reset, so I ended up, 54th in the world? I pushed to 54 on reset, which is pretty good. I mean, there's still 2 weeks left, so I got plenty of time to keep moving up. And, I mean, the season isn't as important now as it would be in a few weeks. So, yeah, I'll be using Duke tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next one.